right, cool. So guys, today's episode, okay, we're going to talk about 5 credit cards for you to get as a beginner. However, we can't basically we can't have you guys sprinting before we teach you guys how to crawl and then how to walk. Okay. So first, we're going to start with why you guys need credit.
Yeah. So it's funny. When I first met Myron, right, I used to use my debit card all the time. He says, bro, why are you using your debit card, bro? Credit cards get you points, travel points as well, cashback points, and also as well emergencies. Like, bro, you're right, bro. Like, I should be using debit card. Sorry, credit card. But in my head, I was like, you know what? It's my money. It's safer. I don't want to be irresponsible. I'll use my debit card. However, bro, if you need to travel, if you need to have money for just cash back, bro, think about it. You're spending the money anyway on gas, bills, other necessities. And it's like, okay, at that point, I'm spending money without any reward. But with a credit card, you get points for it. So let's say, for example, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, right? Using your card maybe for a couple months, maybe all year, last year. And, you want to take your girl to, like, I don't know, Bahamas or even Turks and Caicos. Guess what? With an actual credit card with points that you had accumulated over this period of time, it's paid for. So that alone is a benefit. Then as well, it says there's an emergency. You don't have the cash on hand. You use your credit card. Obviously, you got to pay it back. And then thirdly, just for smart purposes, a person that uses a credit card, right, responsibly can actually gain cash back as well. So let's say I'm spending money that I'm going to spend anyway, and I want to get cash back. I can get an extra, who knows, $200, $500, maybe $1,000 back just by spending money I'm already spending anyway. So my thing is, like, with a credit card, guys, it has benefits to it. And here's the bonus. It helps you with your credit score. So offer, guys, I would say if you're smart, even with your money, or just financially literate, credit card goes a long way and it helps you. So
yeah. So in the United States, guys, you're conditioned, right? And I'm not going to knock Dave Ramsey, etc. Like they condition you to tell you, yo, debt is bad, consumer debt is terrible, etc. Blah, 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 blah. That is true for the normal person. But if you guys are watching this podcast, you guys already think outside the box, and you guys already understand that we view the world through a different lens when it comes to women, making money, understanding that the matrix definitely does exist, but you can utilize the matrix to your advantage. And one of the ways you can utilize it to your advantage, guys, is if you're smart, debt is one of the best commodities that you guys can get. And the reason why is because you're able to use other people's money, an institution, right? You can use their money to purchase things that you were otherwise going to purchase anyway, while simultaneously building up your credit score, which thus basically says, yo, if I'm a lender and I want to give you money in the future, you have a high trust score. Our credit score is nothing more than your trust score, okay? Where what lenders are going to give you better rates, they're going to lend you money, etc. And the reason why it's so important, guys, to build up your credit and why you must do this, and you got to go through these steps that we're about to tell you, is because if you don't have good credit, it's going to be very difficult for you to buy real tangible assets. What's a real tangible asset? Real estate, guys. Yeah. And the reason why it's so important to get real estate is because it's going to give you tax benefits, okay, that you otherwise would never be able to get. All right. Now imagine you have a business and you have real estate, or let's just say you have a W-2 job and you have real estate. Well, if you have real estate, that real estate can offset your taxable income from your W-2 job and you make more money. And on top of that, your house is appreciating, you're collecting cash flow, you're able to pull out money from it anytime with a cash out refinance. You could put a home equity line of credit on it, which will allow you to use it like a credit card. You have all these benefits from owning tangible assets. That is what real estate. And we go into detail with this on the last episode that we did with Chris Crone. I think you guys should all go and check that out after you watch this one. But if you guys really want to build wealth, the number one way to build wealth and how most millionaires become millionaires is through real estate. But you're not going to be able to procure real estate unless your credit score is on point. Okay. For most of society, debt is scary. But if you're watching this podcast, I'm assuming you're not an idiot and you're responsible to a degree, and you understand that using debt can absolutely be a tool in your arsenal that you can use to build up your trust, aka your credit score. Then you can go ahead and leverage that to get good loans, to get leverage, to get low interest rates, to be able to procure real estate and really start creating wealth. I don't want y'all being one of these dudes that only invest in crypto, or only invest in the stock market, or only invest in index funds, or only invest in precious metals because your credit score sucks and you can't buy real assets. These are all fantastic investments to have, but guess what? None of these pay you a real dividend every month. Oh, well, I can make money on the stock market with dividends. I could go get a REIT. I could go get that on my index funds. Bro, you'd be better off reinvesting those dividends versus making $100 to $200. Versus real estate, you get a real dividend, aka rent. Okay, you're able to offset that, damn near make it tax free if you're a real estate professional, and simultaneously enjoy all the other benefits that we discussed before. So guys, if you want to build wealth, there's no way around it. You're gonna have to get into the real estate game and make yourself a diversified investor to some degree, man. That's just how it goes. And once again, I'll tell you guys this story so you can really hammer home the importance of having good credit. when I was a special agent working with Homeland Security, guys, I earned about $120,000 to $130,000 per year. Okay, in 2019, 2020, my last tax year with the government, right? I paid almost $40,000 in taxes. Okay, fast forward. I just did paid my taxes for last year, 2021, right? A couple months ago. You know how much I paid in taxes? $36,000. And I made about $1 million a year that year. So think about that. I made 10x the money.
Fire.
But I paid almost the same amount in taxes. Why? Whoa, Myron, how'd you do that? The reason why I was able to do that, guys, is because I bought 7 real estate properties. Each of those real estate properties let me go ahead and depreciate on a 27.5-year basis, and I was able to utilize cost segregation, which we'll go into detail about that in other videos if you guys want. But the reason why I say that isn't to flex on y'all, is to show you guys the power of real estate. But how did I acquire the real estate? Because my credit was good. The foundation on which I built everything on, this real estate empire, I own 12 properties now. I did it through credit. That's why me and Fresh go so hard on y'all to tell you guys, get your credit on point. You will never actually be able to build real true wealth without a good credit score. That's why we're spending the first 10 fucking minutes right now ranting to you guys about get your fucking credit score up. A 420 is unacceptable. Stop smoking pot. Stop having a low credit score that reflects that pot number, and get your fucking life together, man.
Facts. There's a game being played here, guys, and people that are smart, have a financial literacy, they're playing the game on the right side, because what happens is you come into the game, right? You know what? Oh, I'm smart. I can figure this out. Hold on a second. What are people at the top doing? Using credit cards to get points, right? To build their credit score up, to travel, pay for most of their, luxuries, and at the same time, building their score so they can buy property, they can get into nice apartment buildings, they can get better jobs. Because, guys, if you don't know this, a lot of employers nowadays look at your credit score, and if it's bad, they're like, yo, it's a bad bet. So getting a job, getting a property, getting a rental property for yourself to live in, an apartment, it all plays into your credit score. So the foundation has to be set. If it's not set, guys, you're going to lose the game. So there's a game being played here, guys. Play the game smart.
All right. Okay, so we'll get into
point number 1.
Yeah. So, guys, before we get into the 5 cards, okay, we're going to go ahead and talk about some basics that you guys need to have in place to get your credit score up, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to start with number 1. This is the most important, okay, factor when it comes to your credit score, okay, guys? Simply put, pay on time, all right?
It sounds simple.
It sounds simple, but that is literally like, if you don't pay your bills on time, it doesn't matter what you do.
I have friends, right, bro, that legit have a score 50. And I'm like, how's this possible? Because when they were younger, teenagers, they got credit cards from Macy's, different spots, and they never paid it back. Like, oh, I'm gonna get a new outfit, look dope for the party.
Just let that balance sit there.
And they leave it there. Bro, medical bills, store cards, all these things they never paid on time. And as a result, the future is fucked up, because now the credit score is so low, they can't get a house or, a good job. And it's like, bro, from the very beginning, if you're smart, guys, if you're 18 years old, you just got a credit card, pay it on time. I'm telling you, bro, payment on time goes towards your overall score. And if you don't pay on time, you're going to lose.
Yes, guys, there's different components to your credit score, okay? Yeah. The biggest component to your credit score, I think it's like 50 or 60%, okay, is paying on time. So in other words, if you don't pay on time, everything that we're going to tell you doesn't matter anymore.
Even my cars, bro, you know what the lender told me? They're like, yo, you have a perfect score paying on time. Whatever car you want, we'll give it to you.
Yep.
Bro, that's incredible, because they're watching how you pay your loans every single time.
Yep.
Very important, guys.
Guys, there's no way around this, all right? So you must pay your bills on time. If you don't pay your bills on time, it's going to set you up for failure, and you can't even, that's the foundation on which you will build good credit.
And if you didn't do it in the past, start from now on.
Yeah. I don't care if y'all got to work an extra shift, if you got to sell a finger or whatever you got to do, make sure you pay on time. If it's the minimum payment, it is what it is. Make that payment. Don't be late, even if it's the minimum balance.
It was so bad, bro, that if I didn't pay my credit card bill at the beginning of the month, I didn't care, because, I need to eat. But at the same time, I'm going to pay it off, because if I don't pay it off, I can't feel good about myself. Yeah. It's like, if I owe you money, I don't pay you, and I'm eating food. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So guys, make sure your payments are on time, okay? I don't care if you got to borrow the money from somebody else, or you got to work an extra shift, get some more hours, whatever it is.
Second job.
You need to make your payments on time. Any of you watching this podcast right now, if you got some bills that are outstanding, etc., pay the minimum balance.
Yeah.
But you got to pay them something. You never want to be past due on anything when it comes to your credit cards, guys.
You'd be surprised. Missing 1 or 2 payments
will destroy you.
Your score a lot, bro.
You lose like 100 points.
70, 80, 90, 100 points. Bro,
these 7 tips, guys, these 7 tips we're about to give y'all right now, we're giving you guys a little bit extra value. I know we said it's going to be top 5 credit cards, but how the hell are we going to tell you what credit cards to get if we don't teach you rudimentary basics on how to maintain credit and get it up in the first place?
And if you forget by any chance, autopay, my friend.
Yeah.
Something called autopay. If you forget, you go, oh, I lost my memory, got too drunk. Bro, no excuse. Autopay.
Yeah, man. Autopay minimum balance, man. So these 7 steps that we're going to give you guys, if you guys follow all these 7, you're probably going to increase your credit score by over 100 points. points.
Yep.
Okay, what we're gonna tell y'all, right? So number one, pay on time. Don't be stupid. Keep repeating myself like a broken record, but this is how important it is. Okay. Number two, keep your utilization low. Okay, guys. What is credit utilization? Well, credit utilization, guys, is the percentage of how much money you're using that's available to you on a credit card. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a credit card that's $1,000 limit, right? And you spend $900. Well, you now have 90% utilization on that card, right? Which is very high. We tell you guys all the time on this podcast, stay under 30%.
30%, yeah.
The closer you can get to 10%, the better. Okay. So you always want to keep your utilization low. Now, I know some of you guys, whoa, Myron, hold on. How am I going to keep my utilization low when it's only like $200 is my limit? Well, guess what? Go ahead, buy something, 200, max it out, then pay it off a day later. I do that all the time where I will go ahead. It's a utilization strategy that I use where I'll use my cards, right? And I'll pay throughout the month before the bill comes. There's nothing wrong with paying early, guys. You don't get no prepayment penalty or anything like that. It actually helps you because remember, the credit agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, right? And FICO scores, etc. They all report like once a week and they look at how much debt you have, right? And when it's lower, utilization is under 30% on each line, well, it ends up increasing your score. So this is where you have to kind of be strategic, okay? You have to do a combination of keeping your utilization low on some cards. Also, having multiple credit cards helps you so that you can go ahead and spread the work amongst different cards. And on top of that, another game changer for y'all. Always ask for a credit increase. Yeah. Okay. Because let's say, right, that $1,000 credit card that I had, I utilized, let's say 500, right? I'm at 50% utilization. That's too high. But if I had got that credit card up to 2,000, well, guess what? Now I'm at 25% utilization. That's better. And that will make a significant change on my credit score. So always increasing your credit card lines every couple of months also helps you immensely because you're utilizing less percentage of the card's limit, which therefore will help you increase your score.
I did last week. I increased my spending amount for my credit card and I was hitting the point where it's like 50%. So you know what? How do I get this done with? Call the company. Hey, I increased my income as well. Here's my new income statement. I want to increase my limit by at least like 20, 30K. And they did that for me. And now it's under 30%. So if it's going too high, guys, you're spending too much money, that's fine. Give them a phone call. Hey, I want to increase my limit. However, you should have a good stand with the company and you should have some money in the bank as well. That will help. But just make a phone call and then you're good to go from there.
Yeah. Definitely calling them and saying, yo, I want a credit line increase, especially if it's, let's say it's a credit card that's tied to your bank.
Yeah.
Right.
And they can see.
That'll be even better. Like, let's say you got Bank of America, right? And you got a Bank of America credit card. Well, number one, if you got a bank account with them, it'll be easier to get approved for their credit card. And then number two, if you want to increase your credit line and you already have a bank account with them, that will also increase your likelihood of getting it increase as well. Yeah. So first two things, guys, literally the foundation of credit: on-time payments, credit utilization. One more time for y'all. Okay. Say it with me. Yeah. On-time payments is number one, credit utilization. These two factors are the bulk of your credit score. Yeah. Okay. Everything else, hard inquiries and opening accounts, all this other BS, that stuff is minuscule. All right, guys, as you guys know, I bought 12 properties in the past year or year and a half, 2 years. I have 1 million credit inquiries and I'm still well into this high 700s, almost 800. Yeah. Credit inquiries don't mean anything. Yeah. Okay. They'll ding you maybe 5-10 points here, but it doesn't matter.
It's normal.
It's utilization and on-time payments is your biggest component to maintaining a good credit score. All right. Now that we talked about, strategizing with utilization. Oh, also, like, let's say you have multiple credit cards, guys. One last thing with utilization and strategies. Let's say one card, you're getting close to getting over that 30% or you're too high. Use another credit card and then pay that other one off and bring that utilization down to 30% or below. Okay. So you want to make sure all the cards that you're using are always at under 30%. So that means that you got to be, cognizant on your end and vigilant where you're looking at your credit cards right on your phone, because almost every major credit card now has an app. Yeah. Look, this one's over 30%. Let me pay a portion here, bring it down below. Okay, this one's down. Okay, boom. Let me use this card for this transaction, etc. All right. And you got to be smart and cognizant of what your limits are in each card and how much you're spending.
And if you want to do like limit increase, on the back of a card, the number's right there for you to call.
Yep.
So there you go.
All right. Cool. Okay. Next, this is one of the best glitches, guys, to get your credit on point. If you have no or zero credit, no or bad credit, become an authorized user. Ooh. You guys know that we've talked about this before.
Finesse game 101.
This is one of the biggest finesses to go ahead and kickstart your credit score. All right. Whether it's your parents, a good friend, someone you trust, etc. Be an authorized user on their account. And what that'll allow you to do is you'll get a credit card in your name under them, right? And you'll be able to utilize that credit card as if it's your own.
So I told a story before about say it again. Came to America 6 years ago, and my aunt always told me, Walter, come to America, credit is very important. So what I'm going to do for you, I'll put you on my credit card. Don't spend any money though, and just let it sit there and build your score up. Guys, I came here with a 0 score. 0. I had no score at all. She put me on the card. I didn't spend any money, just kept it in my wallet, kept about my business. Before I know it, guys, in less than maybe like 4-6 months, I had a score of 600.
Damn,
and me doing
really?
nothing. And me doing nothing, but remember, she had a perfect score, 850.
Okay.
Perfect score.
I didn't even know that you could do that, just not even spending.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 600 is trash.
It's trash.
But,
remember,
but at least he has something. Yeah.
0.
Yeah, some. Yeah.
So that gave me a chance to get a credit card myself, buy a car on leverage,
Bam.
and paying it off in full, pay my credit card off in full as well, raised it over 700. So guys, that alone helped boost my score so much. And dude, it's simple. Someone that you trust, that trusts you. Hey auntie, hey uncle, hey dad, mom, I need your help. I want to be smart about my financial future. Could you put me on your credit card? It's that simple. They can say yes or no.
That's actually a good point, because what you did was them putting you on their credit allowed you to springboard and get a credit card under your real name.
Boom.
Or under your own name.
So I didn't even need a
So you didn't even need
card.
there, yeah. So you were able to kind of skip a step, which we're going to talk about getting secured cards here too, guys, because some of y'all, quite frankly, just don't know anyone that will put you on.
Yeah.
So, and that's fine. But if you can, this is one of the fastest ways to do it and cheat the system is get put on someone's account as an authorized user. And according to Fresh, hell, you don't even got to use it. Just use it to springboard yourself into another card.
I have another friend. What he did was he paid his other boy to do it for him. So he said, "Yo, bro, I don't want a credit card. Keep it. Put my name on there. You hold it yourself. I'll pay you just to be on your credit score. Boost it up. Simple.
Damn.
So there you go.
Hell, okay. So next, guys, is dispute credit report errors.
Ooh.
Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit more invasive and nuanced for some of y'all. But as you guys know, if you've had to file for bankruptcy or you've got a car repoed or anything else like this, this will significantly decrease your credit score. Okay. And what you might have to do sometimes is you might have to write a letter to the credit card companies, right? Disputing stuff. Now, there's certain ways to do this. I know Kevo talks about this on his OnlyFans. Yeah. Yes, I know he has an OnlyFans that talks about
but for credit.
Yeah, but for credit. Yeah, his OnlyFans is no sex, guys. It's literally only financial stuff, which is awesome. Yeah. But he talks about how to craft a letter, and I'm sure you can look online and see how to do it. Yeah, how to craft a dispute letter. Yeah. But in general, writing dispute letters, guys, can go a long way towards knocking things off your credit to increase your score, especially when you got things that will really mess you up, like a repo or something like that.
And if you're lazy, you might say, "Oh well, I can go to this credit card company. They're gonna do it for me." Guys, paying a bunch of money for no reason. You can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. Write a letter. It's simple. Go to YouTube. How to write a credit letter to a credit company to actually like get things taken off my credit score. It's simple. You follow steps, mail it in, you're good to go. Yeah. But company, you're gonna pay them $4K for what? For them to do the same thing? Do it yourself. Yeah, you can do it yourself. You know what I mean? Unless you like really got money like that. But I mean, if you got money like that, you shouldn't be in this problem. You should be able to pay the junk off anyway. Facts. You know? So yeah, that's something else that you have to do as well if you got if you want to repair your credit. Next, okay, in dealing with repairing your credit, deal with collection accounts, guys, and work with them. All right. Yeah. So once you're so this is how this works. Whenever you owe money, right, to a credit card company or some type of service, right, a lot of times what will happen is they'll want your money, they'll want you to pay them back, right? And you don't pay them back maybe for months, maybe for years. At that point, the debt is no longer worth them having. Okay. So what they do is they sell that debt to a third party. That third party is typically some type of collection agency, and then they're the ones that are calling you, harassing you, saying, "Yo, you need to pay," sending you letters, etc. It's the collection agencies 9 out of 10 times that are the ones that harass you the most, not necessarily the people you originally borrowed the money from. They sold the debt and were like, "Screw this." Okay. Hello, this is Harry. This is Akbar. You owe us $10,000.
Yeah. So those annoying people, there's typically a third party that bought the debt. Now, with that said, most collection agencies don't collect as much money as they're owed. So they're in a position where they will work with you and come to a middle ground if you do it. Now, if you call them and you actually work with them and say, "Listen, I know I owe y'all $1,000, but I got 700. Could we work something out? I'll give y'all 700, blah, blah, blah." Or get on a payment plan. A lot of the times they'll go ahead and take that because it's better to get something than nothing. Yeah. Okay. And sometimes working with them, you'll be amazed at how they'll kind of work with you because they just want to collect something and recoup some of the lost money that they had from being a debt collector to your dumbass. So not only will that work with you where you're able to pay less or negotiate something, that will significantly increase your credit score. Guys, if you got an account in collections and you pay it off, that will, I'm not going to say who, but a friend of mine paid off some accounts that were in collections. Yeah. It brought score up like 100 to 200 points alone. For
real. And actually, those companies, they buy for pennies on the dollar. So they're paying nothing for it. So you know what? I owe $1,000. Hey, brother, times are hard. I got $500. Will you take that? You know what? We'll take that. And then you're good to go, because once again, they just want to recoup some money that they spent.
Yeah.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. They're buying that debt for almost nothing.
Nothing.
So, yeah, guys.
Reason with them.
Reason with them. Work with it. And you'd be amazed at how dealing with collections a lot of times, guys, will significantly increase your credit score.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that phone bill you might have forgot to pay. I'm talking about medical bill. That's what will creeps on people the most.
I'll never forget, bro, right? So I came to America. I bought a motorcycle. I love motorcycles, bro, right? It's fun. You on the road. Great times. However, it's dangerous, bro. People are on their phones. Girls are drunk. Oh, we lit. Bro, girl hit me like a couple years ago, and my bike was totaled, right? And the ambulance picked me up from the scene to the hospital. So I'm in the ambulance like, oh, yeah, bro, I feel like crazy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm delirious, bro. I don't know what's going on. Wake up. Wake up the next day, right? I'm like, yeah, I feel better, bro. I'm still in pain, but like, I'm going to go to therapy. I'm good to go. Kind of find out. A couple months later, I get an email or a phone call saying, hey, Mr. Weeks, you owe us some money for a medical bill. I'm like, talking about? I paid it at the hospital. We talking about? Oh no, sir, it's for the ambulance. I'm like, for the ambulance, bro.
Right. So, anywhere in.
And if you don't pay
$2,500 for go ahead, Jared.
I think it's $2,500 to be transported from anywhere. I think I was in high school, and my mom used to tell me if you break something on your body, don't. My mom used to tell me if I think it's $2,500 to be transported anywhere.
Yeah,
I know in Florida it is. And my mom used to tell me when I was playing ball in high school, if you break something, you better call me, because I'm not spending $2,500 to $3,000 just for you to ride 15 minutes or 10 minutes in an ambulance or something like that.
I know
there's people that be bleeding out, be like, nah, don't put me in the ambulance.
Bro, for real, don't call. Yeah,
It's funny. They don't tell you this. It goes up if you don't pay.
Yeah.
So, bro, you got to be careful, guys.
Yep.
Medical bills are definitely
I would say medical bills is one of the things that creeps on people, that destroys their credit score without them even knowing, bro. Like they have zero clue. So, and this is why it's important, guys. A lot of times when you get when you get a credit card, a lot of the time they give you apps, right? And when you get on that app, a lot of them give you free credit score reporting. Look in there and see all the open accounts in there, and you'll see what is this random something hospital, whatever, blah blah blah, collections or some shit like that. Make sure, like, bro,
creditkarma.com. You can go to your accounts. What's in collections? They'll tell you right there and then.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny looking back. No, I should got an Uber to the hospital.
I'm
cheaper, bro. Uber there, bro. God damn.
I'm trying to tell you.
Go Uber, bro. Hey, I'm sick, bro. I'm hurt.
Yeah, man.
Help me.
So yeah, guys. So that will definitely creep up on you. But yeah, make sure anything in collections, guys, handle that. You'd be amazed at how that might increase your credit score 100 points just off that alone.
You won't even know, because like, damn, like, why is my score so low? You didn't pay your medical bills.
Okay. So also next, guys, this one's a little bit more of a minor one, but this can also help you as well.
Yeah.
Add a mix of different credit types. Okay. Whether it's a car loan, home loan, etc. This will show that you are responsible in multiple areas of taking loans or borrowing money, and that will make you a more trusted buyer, right? So like if you have,
I did everything, bro.
If you have mortgages under your name, if you got maybe a car loan under your name, you got credit cards, etc., and you're in good standing in all those different disciplines, it's going to allow you to be able to utilize debt in different asset classes. So you want, like, cars especially is one of them where they care.
This is the finesse, right? This is how the Nigerians do it. So I read a book, right, called Your Credit Score, back when I first came to America, Barnes & Noble's course, and the book stated, okay, you want to pay off your biggest debts as much as possible because it's going to boost your score up. So I thought to myself, okay, I could get a cell phone, I get a credit card. What's a huge thing I can buy I can pay off quickly? A car. So I go to your local buy or pay here in Hollywood, and I see a Toyota Corolla 1992, right? A Camry, sorry. And I had the cash to pay for it in full. But so you know what? No, I'm going to pay like half of it. I pay the other half over a period of a year.
So you financed it.
Right?
Instead of buying it cash.
120K miles on the car, point A to point B from home to work. But I knew once I pay this car off, boost my score up. So remember, I'm on my auntie's credit line. Yeah. Also, I have a credit card now, and I'm paying this car off.
What's your credit score at this point?
It's like 625.
625. Right? Okay.
So mind you, I pay the car off, bro. Kid you not, 720. Bam. And mind you, that's only a year of payments. So I have a great score, but I don't have history. So you can get a great score, but you also need history as well. So guys, I'm telling you right now, if you can get a car that's cheap, that you know you can pay off quickly, just pay it off over a period of time, at least a year. Finance it. Okay. And you'd be surprised how much that boosts your score up. Now
I know some people in the chat are going to be like, well, why do that? I'm going to pay interest. Well, yeah, that's true. You are going to pay interest to a degree, but it's better to pay that interest, get your score up so that you're a trusted buyer in the first place, so that you can go ahead and get other loans in the future that are going to be more consequential to you building
That's a good
wealth.
Point.
Okay. So a little bit of interest now, guys, is worth it so that your credit score is to a higher point where you can actually get real debt. Because think about it, at a 625, you ain't getting shit, bro. Let's be 1,000 here.
No.
You're not getting anything with a 625. However, a 720 will now start to put you in position to be able to buy a home at a good interest rate, to be able to get a good credit card that gives you points, etc. So yes, you're spending a little bit of money here, but it's going to save you thousands upon thousands later on when you get real debt, like a 30-year mortgage where you want to get a good fixed rate.
And guys, all these small things that we did to get to this point, what did I do? I bought a property. And I was making what, $15 an hour back then? Bro, that's unheard of. But once again, these small, smart steps we took to bring our credit score gave us a big benefit buying a property.
Guys,
so it works.
Again, the fast lane, all right, to becoming a millionaire is real estate.
Yeah.
To get real estate and get the best interest rates, okay, and get the most cash flow, you need to have good credit. So we're teaching you guys a foundation so you guys can build real wealth. It comes to real estate, man. All these guys that are business owners that have all this money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they obviously had successful businesses, but what did they do with that money that they made from their businesses? They put it into real estate.
Yeah.
Okay. Every one of these billionaires that you guys see, all of these guys that are super successful businessmen, they all have real estate. Okay. And then the last one here, guys, is going to be use secured credit cards.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell is a secure credit card? Guys, a secure credit card is basically a credit card that is designed predominantly for people that have no credit or bad credit and they're in the rebuilding stage. And what that basically does is you put an amount of money, right, that's secured, right, through the institution, and it acts as collateral to you using that credit card. Now, why is this important? The reason why it's important is because, well, if you don't have any credit or you got bad credit, how are you going to get a credit card, right, to actually build your credit score up? Secured credit card is a fantastic way to be able to get your foot through the door and be able to get your credit score up or build it up. You know, maybe you might have had a repo, maybe you might have filed for bankruptcy at one point.
Or you got zero.
Maybe you got zero, or maybe you don't have a family member that trusts you to be an authorized user. Using a secured credit card is a fantastic way to be able to get yourself on the map and start building up your credit. Now, the negative is you got to put some collateral of your own, but if you're not an idiot, you can get that money back after a period of time. Okay. And we got the top 5 credit cards for y'all.
Yep.
All right. That you guys can go ahead and get that if you have no to low credit. All right. We're going to go ahead. I got the cards up right now, guys. So the first card we're going to go over with you guys to build up your credit on this countdown is the Discover It Secured Credit Card, guys. Okay. Now, this is probably one of the best ones and one of the most well-known. And scroll down. And again, guys, they're not even paying us to show this to y'all.
Yeah.
We're just giving you guys some game.
Some sauce.
Because I mean, I don't really care about getting paid by the credit card companies. We want y'all to be able to open up a credit line and build your credit up. I don't give a shit about any of these companies. I care about y'all get your credit score up so you can actually build real wealth. Okay. So as you guys know, it's a real credit card, refundable deposit. All right. Because like I said before, you put down some money as collateral. All right. This card actually gives you 2x cash back, which is insane for a secured credit card. Okay. Yeah. At gas stations and restaurants on up to $1,000 in combined purchase each quarter, plus earn a limited 1% cash back on all other purchases automatically. So you guys are probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, let's say you spend $100, you get $1 back. Well, up to $2 back, depending on where you spend it. Yeah. Okay. But in general, for all other purchases, it's going to be $1 back, which is awesome because it's money you were going to spend anyway. All right. And then you get an unlimited cash back match. And can you increase the size mode? Just hit Control Plus a few times so I can read it. Only from Discover will automatically match all the cash back you've earned at the end of the first year. There's no limits to how much will match. But remember, keyword is first year. Typically, guys, those benefits drop off after the first year. Yeah. All right. And then FICO credit score for free. Like I told y'all before, guys, when you go ahead and get the app, they'll be able to allow you to check your credit score within the app. Okay. Most of these credit card companies allow that.
But this is a great
standard
beginner card, though.
This is a fantastic beginner card. Scroll down, Mo. And then, yeah, you can go ahead and basically, and you see here, it says, can I get my security deposit back? Click that last question, Mo.
Taro.
Okay. And it says, if you pay your balance in full and close your credit card account, we'll refund your security deposit, which can take up to 2 billing cycles plus 10 days. Get your deposit back after 6 consecutive on-time payments and 6 months of good status on all your credit card accounts. These reviewers are based on responsible credit management across all your credit cards and loans, including Discover and others. Also, what they don't want to tell you here, but I'll tell you guys, is after 6 months of on-time payments, call them and say, yo, I want a credit line increase.
Boom.
Okay. And it's better for you guys to call them versus trying to do it in the app, because in the app, they might decline you. But if you call them and say, yo, guys, listen, I got another credit card offer. Let's say you name a competitor and tell them I need a credit line increase. They want to keep your business, especially if you've been responsible paying. They will increase your credit line. Yeah. Okay, guys. So the Discover It, one good card to go ahead and get. Next one. All right. Okay. Because let's be honest here, Discover doesn't get accepted a lot of places, even though that's a good card. Some people might say we don't take Discover. A lot of people don't take Discover and Amex because the fees are high. All right. Next one, guys, is the Capital One Platinum Secured Credit Card. All right. This one is also another fantastic card that if you have no to low credit, you can go ahead and get in. It has zero annual fee, which means they won't charge you to hold the card. And then there's a security deposit of $50 to $100 or $200 minimum, and it's a refundable deposit, just like with the credit, the Discover It credit card. Scroll down, Mo. All right, and then obviously it gives you no hidden fees, automatic credit line reviews, credit reporting, which the Capital One app is very good. I have a couple Capital One cards, so their app is fantastic for checking your credit score, etc. One of the best credit reporting apps, I think, honestly.
And quick side note, these can change, guys, as they change their policies. So just keep in mind, this is an ever-changing, changing.
The reason why we're reading it off the website for y'all is because credit card terms and regulations are always changing all the time. But in a couple months, this will probably
they might get nerfed. They might get an upgrade. You never know.
9 out of 10 times they get nerfed. Because if a card is too OP, they're just like, nah, bro.
Sapphire, nerf.
Nerf.
American Express.
So scroll down, Mo. What else do we got here? That talks about how security deposit works. Keep going, Mo. If there's anything else special about this card that's noteworthy, keep going. Okay. All right. So let's make the next one. Which is going to be the Open Sky. Okay, guys, this is another good credit card, guys, to build up your credit. Scroll down. So this one, guys, as y'all can see, increase the size. You don't need a bank account on this one. Okay. Interest rates under 20%, which is fantastic. A lot of these beginner credit cards, guys, the interest rates are high, like 30% plus, because they already know that you're a high risk borrower if you're getting one of these cards. So for you to be able to get a beginner card like this under 20%, pretty sweet. No subscription needed. Credit line increase with no additional deposit. Low annual fees. Graduate to an unsecured credit card, right? So you can build up from this point and get an unsecured credit card, which again we talked about before. You don't have to put any of your own collateral for the vehicle for the car. You got flexible payment due dates. Operates as a credit card, so you can use it and charge it just like a regular credit card. And it reports to all the major credit bureaus, which is what is important for you as a beginner, because you want to go ahead and start getting some positive credit history on your report so that you can increase your credit score, which will open opportunities for you in the future. All right. Next card is going to be the self card. Okay. The card for credit card builders. This is a Visa. Okay.
Actually, the other one was Visa as well, which is dope.
Yeah. Guys, when it comes to what type of credit cards do you guys want, the two that are most accepted, guys, are MasterCard and Visa. MasterCard and Visa are the two most accepted. American Express is good too, but I'll keep it 1,000 with y'all. It's not accepted everywhere. A lot of merchants hate American Express because American Express has very high merchant fees, and a lot of places don't take Discover. So always make sure, another strategy for y'all, always have at least one Visa and one MasterCard on you at all times. Okay, guys, because just a lot of merchants don't like the others. Okay, scroll down real quick. So this is a very popular card, guys, with beginners. Okay, let's keep going. Look at some of these perks. All right. So payment history, amounts owed, and credit mix make up 75% of your credit score. We talked about this before. All right, those are the components. 35% payment history, etc. Keep going. It should scroll up. It doesn't show the benefits on here. Show the benefits. Oh, okay. No outstanding fees. Have $100 or more in savings progress. Make your last 3 monthly payments on time. Open a credit builder account and start building credit. So this is really good for people that just got to get their foot off the ground. Okay, just like all the other cards. All right, this one's very popular. Next one. Now this is what you're gonna. This is one of the better cards here. Okay, guys, this is where you start when you actually start to get into the high 600s, low 700s. This is the card that you can apply for, and this can be what I call like kind of your segue card into the reward world. Okay, where then you can start getting the Amex golds and the platinums and the sapphires, etc. This card is going to be kind of your first step into getting real perks.
On your way up.
So scroll down real quick, and this is a Quicksilver for MasterCard from Capital One, or I think it's a MasterCard. Scroll down. So it gives you refundable deposit, no hidden fees, automatic credit line reviews, zero fraud or liability, which most credit cards offer you that, which is another big thing too why y'all should use credit cards, guys, is because if someone commits fraud on your credit card, you're good, you're protected. Versus on a debit card, it's a little bit more iffy. Scroll down some more. Let's see. Scroll down. Okay, it gives you gift cards. Okay, scroll down. Keep going. Here's the benefits. Okay, account alerts, right? Which is good at, guys. So if someone is committing fraud, I can't tell you how many times someone was committing fraud and I get a text, because if they spend it in weird areas, the credit card companies have different algorithms that set them up to know, this more than likely isn't our guy. Why is he spending at a ridiculous amount of money at the Apple Store when he's never spent money at the Apple Store in this location or a different state? They'll know this. If it triggers fraud. You can set up monthly recurring transactions. You can set up auto pay which you talked about before. You can add an authorized user to this. So let's say you got a friend and they got crappy credit and y'all want to work together. Boom, you could do it, or a partner. Obviously, your 24/7 customer service. You could do a balance transfer, which is pretty cool, right? So let's say you have another credit card that the interest rate is too high. You can go ahead and transfer that balance over to this card and start the process. And it's just a good card to get yourself going. And you get, I think it's a 1.5% cash back, which is pretty damn good, man, for a beginner card like this.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else, Mo? Scroll down.
And then
then click where it says see all card benefits. All right, we talked about fraud liability. Keep going. Auto pay, personalized payment, authorized user balance. Okay, cool.
Same stuff.
Yeah, same stuff. Cool. And then was there another? Oh, the pedal. This one was the one that you mentioned. This is a bonus card right here that Fresh came up with. So guys,
this card right here is special because this card you don't need any deposit. So they give you the card pretty much for free without any money down, and as well, it is very easy to get. So guys, for a beginner card, they're both really good. Now you're probably wondering, Pedal 1, Pedal 2. We get it. There's two different cards. However, the different benefits here. Come on a little bit more. You can see the benefits here. So Pedal 1 has a fair bad score. So pretty much, if you have a bad score, you can get the card.
You get no problem. That's when a lot of you might need if your score is like low.
0 annual fee, which is great. The APR is a little bit high, but once again, you're putting no money down, right, for deposit. And then the Pedal 2, cashback, no fees as well. Once again, limited score, fair, good, excellent. That's for the next step. So you can start with Pedal 1 and then upgrade to Pedal 2 for your advancement. And then APR is a little bit better on this one because it's a little bit higher to get into. And it comes on a little bit more, Mo.
I think all the cards we showed you guys have no annual fee except for that one card. But that one, you don't. The Open Sky, you don't need a bank account for that one.
Right.
And it gets under 20% interest rate. So
no credit score is required.
Bam.
You can have a 0 credit score, guys, and get this card. Bam. This is a card here, guys. If you want to get into the game with no skin involved in it, it's a card that you actually get.
Bam. And someone you don't have an authorized user or whatever.
Yeah.
There you go. And we just want to give y'all some options, guys. Those are 6 credit cards right there that you guys can go ahead and use to get your credit kicked off.
Yep.
Okay. All of them are fantastic options. You know, read the terms and see which one you want in particular. That's why we gave y'all kind of an assortment so you could pick and choose. Hell, maybe you could get a couple of them if you want.
Yeah.
And then that way you can spread it out where you have multiple cards and you're able to, spread that utilization amongst different credit cards.
So you got to start somewhere.
But you got to start somewhere. Yep, absolutely.